So first drive in my sister's new Seat Ateca. So yeah, let's go through this. Let me just show you what it's like for kind of like just like a normal regular person. Take on a nice Sunday morning drive in the glorious sunshine, and yeah, let's enjoy this. I love the auto hold. It's the same thing as on my VW Golf. Basically, you can just set off. You can never really use the electronic handbrake. This is a manual. Super easy car. I'm gonna have to push this down, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to see. Yeah, it's such a nice car. Check out my full review. I'll leave a little playlist on this car actually, because I will revisit this because we own it, because my sister owns it. I will kind of give you an update of what the car's kind of like. But these are kind of like the initial first impressions over the first sort of like 5 or 6 days that, you know, she's owned the car. It's super smooth, super comfortable. This is sort of like the entry level engine, 1 litre 3-cylinder, but with a really decent spec. So you've got leather seats, you've got like heated seats, you've got like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It goes on and on and on. It's really, really great. But let's focus on the driving. Seat, I personally feel from my sort of like initial impressions on this, is that you have sort of like the German sensibility in terms of it's nice and refined, nice and quiet, nice and easy to use. But that excitement isn't necessarily there. And I think they've, like the Spanish Seat brand, have really sort of injected that into it. The ride is probably slightly firmer as a result, but you get such less roll. It's really, really unbelievable. And you know, a great example here, you know, I'm pulling out onto a 60-mile-an-hour road here. Quite, you know, you've got to be able to get up to speed pretty quickly. It's all nice and clear, so we can. But let me just show you what it's like getting up to speed. This is just the front-wheel drive version. I'll tell you when I get to 60. So that's 60 there. So, I mean, you're not slow, put it that way. Really nice and smooth gearbox. I would recommend the manual, to be honest. I know a lot of people go for the automatic, but listen, we're in an age where, you know, automatic, everything's going to be do it yourself, self-driving. It's going to happen. You know, I'm filming this in March 2022 and we're already nearly getting there, to be honest. Brakes feel great, discs front and rear, so you can't really complain. It doesn't look like oversized, if that makes sense. You know, there's a big Porsche there, which I think is good on the road. It sits quite well. No word of a lie, this handles like a hatchback, which I think is one of the best things you can kind of say about the car. National speed limit road here, so let's... Brakes are great. Steering's very, very light, which is nice. Let's leave it in third and see what it's got. It's such a laugh. Like, seriously. I think it's really, really cool. We're actually just driving past Watford's and Arsenal's training ground, if you're aware of where I am. I'm a big fan of this car, and I think it'll be interesting if it's like, you know, you've got 4 up, you've got your kids in, you've got your luggage in. You know, I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be the fastest thing in the world. But, you know, a normal day-to-day driving, I think it's great. MPG, I'm really hopeful this is going to be really, really good, because I'm averaging sort of like 35, 36, but it's a cold Sunday morning. You know, imagine when, you know, it's nice and warm, the car's warmed up, you're doing a motorway drive, it's going to be absolutely fine. Yeah, I really, really like it, and I think at the price point, this is a 2018 car. Yeah, I'm really, really impressed. There's some nicer roads actually down here that we can try. So yeah, just to give you an idea of what the whole thing is like. I'm such a big fan of manual gearboxes. I know I'm a manual snob if you're familiar with my channel. I just think it's good. You can, I mean, look at that. There is like no roll. Makes a nice little noise, but it's just really quiet. You feel like you can really like attack it, which you can't really, you know, I've only ever really experienced that in something like a Porsche Macan. And I mean, you're looking at a 55 grand car for that, and this is nowhere near that. Obviously UK roads are pretty bumpy, they're pretty tight, they're pretty narrow. Yeah, you get obviously low sun in other countries as well. It's great. It's really, really great. Big Range Rover there. I'm happy in this. I don't know why you would need another huge car. Fair enough, you've got a huge family, but this for me is the sweet spot, you know, it's just that right size. It tackles the speed bumps really good. Yeah. And I guess this is kind of like the normal drive that an owner in this car would do. So hopefully I can kind of give you the best impressions I can. It's certainly a lot more comfortable than the car I'm used to, which is a VW Golf R, but then that's a lot more of a serious hot hatch, hyper hatch. Yeah, I'm super happy for her, and you know, ultimately whether I like this car or not wouldn't have made her decision of actually buying it. And I'm just, you know, grateful that she did actually get it, because I was like, this is the type of car that you want to get, because they're part of that VW Audi Group family, so you know what you're going to get. I have to give a big shout out as well to Seat, the main dealership we went to in Hatfield. The guy we spoke to was really good, really nice, and you know, I've always a little bit skeptical about main dealers, and I'm slowly starting to come around. And actually I have an opportunity with Hyundai. I have like a little bit of a drive day with them, which I'm so thankful for everyone who supports the channel, like genuinely to my heart. It means so much. And obviously they've got cars like the Tuscan, which is equivalent to this. They've got like the i20 and i30M, which is obviously equivalent to the kind of cars that I also show on the channel. So I'm really looking forward to that towards the end of March, and obviously sharing it with you. And again, similar to my channel, I often put in the community section, I ask you guys questions like I did in the previous Seat Ateca video, because I want to help you out. That's all it's about. Just a real owner, real guy, and that's all the channel is for you lot. You know, I'm a passionate car enthusiast, I'm not going to lie. I like my hot hatches and stuff, but I like cars. I think they're great, you know, I'm just not going to lie. Really, yeah. I genuinely, I know it's my sister's car and she'll probably have a go at me if I didn't say it was good. I think it's great. Third gear pull from 40 miles an hour, getting up to 60. There you go, 60, done. Done. This is a 1 litre 3-cylinder engine, and it's the turbo that helps. She was actually previously driving my old car, which was a 1.4 and naturally aspirated Mark 6 Fiesta. So this is a huge difference. Now we've got an interesting situation here. You've got bikers side by side. This is a bigger car. You've got kind of like a blind bend. It's national speed limit. I'm going to go for it in a second. Up a hill. Fine. You know, it's like... I'm a big fan of this entry level engine. 100%. The one thing I would recommend for people is don't go for the entry level spec. Don't, particularly with kids, go leather seats, a little bit easier to clean, more comfortable, more premium. Tinted windows, get a nice colour. Yeah, it's brilliant. But this is a really quite tight and narrow like lane, narrow bridge, the Thames Link line from St Albans. You know what, I could be in a hatch. I like the driving position as well. Reach and rake is really good, seating position is really good. It does make me wonder why I even bother having I have a 300 brake horsepower 4-wheel drive car. This is a front-wheel drive car, much heavier because it's just a bigger car, and it's 125 horsepower with a decent amount of torque, and it's fine. You know, fair enough, I can't get past this guy now, and then I wouldn't be able to get past him in a hatch anyway. I will have to let them just scoot on. He's not even pedalling. Anyway, good luck to him at work today. Is he going to indicate? No, he's going where I'm going though. Should we go right? We'll go right instead. We won't follow him. Big car, narrow bridge. See the noise? That's such a good noise. I love the clutch. I love everything about it. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I love this car. I can only recommend people getting it. I think you can see from the face, it's a fun little car to drive. It's super practical. It doesn't feel anywhere near, it doesn't drive anywhere near as big as it kind of looks. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just super impressed. But let me know any thoughts that you have in the comments, and I'll really try and help you guys out. Super happy for my sister, and yeah, I think it's great. This is another great part of the car. Put auto hold, so you put your foot on the brake, auto start stop as well. Just leave it. The front end looks really good. I'll try and capture the LEDs because they look great. It definitely looks like a mean car, quite an intimidating car as well. And yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm smiling from ear to ear.